You don't recognize me, do you? The voice was calm, almost teasing, but it made her freeze. She looked up from the steaming paper cup she was handing out through the food truck window, eyes locking with his. Sharp suit, polished shoes, hair slicked back like he walked straight out of a luxury magazine. He looked like every other big shot that passed by, except his eyes. There was something familiar in them, something buried deep. She blinked, her hand still gripping the coffee cup. "I'm sorry. Have we met?" He smiled gently, accepting the drink she offered, his fingers brushing hers with a warmth that caught her off guard. "Once. A long time ago. You gave me half your sandwich behind the school gym, because I hadn't eaten in 2 days." Her breath caught in her throat. She looked again, really looked. And suddenly, the face shifted. Less boardroom, more boyish. Messy hair, torn sneakers, empty lunchbox, and eyes full of shame. Her heart slammed against her ribs. "Caleb," he nodded, a quiet grin spreading across his face. "Didn't think I'd grow into the guy who buys the building, huh?" She stared, completely speechless. It wasn't possible. Caleb Jennings had been the quiet, skinny kid no one noticed, the one bullies shoved and teachers ignored. And her? She was the loudmouth with sunflower shorts who treated him like a human when no one else did. "You disappeared after sophomore year," she finally said. "I thought you moved." "I did. My mum got evicted. We spent 2 years living out of a car. But I never forgot the girl who shared her sandwich and told me I mattered." She laughed, a little breathless, brushing her hair behind her ear. "And now you're, what? A millionaire in a three-piece suit who buys up buildings?" "Something like that." He looked around the street, then back at her. "I bought this block last month, was going to convert it into retail. But then I saw this truck." "Saw you?" She crossed her arms, raising an eyebrow. "What are you saying, Caleb?" "I'm saying," he replied, leaning in, "I couldn't tear it down. Not when the person who once saved me now stands here, grinding 14-hour days just to get by. I had to see you again. Had to thank you." She blinked back, the sting in her eyes. "I didn't do anything. You gave me kindness when I was invisible. That's not nothing." Behind them, the lunch rush had faded. The sun dipped lower, casting a golden hue on the truck's sunflower decals. It was quiet now, just the two of them, standing at the intersection of past and present. Caleb glanced at the faded food truck menu. "How long have you been running this?" 3 years, she said. "Saved up after my dad passed. It was his dream, not mine. But it kept me grounded." "And is it still your dream?" She hesitated, eyes falling to the cracked sidewalk. "I don't know anymore." He stepped closer, setting the coffee down. "Let me help." "I don't need a savior," she said quickly, almost snapping. "I'm not here to save you," he said softly. "I'm here to repay a debt, or at least pay it forward." A long silence. Then she whispered, "You were just a kid." "And so were you," he replied, "but you still chose to be kind." "That changed my life." She looked at him, really looked. The way he spoke, the way he didn't lead with money or ego. Just humility, just heart. She saw the boy she once knew, only taller, sharper, and quietly carrying every scar he once hid behind silence. "I'm not asking you to fix my life," she murmured. "Good," he smiled, "because I'd rather build something new with you." Her eyes widened. "What does that mean?" "It means," he said, gesturing to the truck, "we turn surprise bites into a franchise. You keep the heart. I handle the business. We feed the world the way you fed me. One meal, one moment. 1 second chance at a time." She laughed, tears finally spilling. "You always were full of surprises." He picked up his coffee, held it up in a toast. "To sandwiches, sunflowers, and the girl who changed everything." And in that quiet sunset moment, outside a faded food truck on an ordinary street, a story came full circle. A forgotten boy became a man of power. A struggling girl rediscovered her dream. And the world got a little bit warmer. Because kindness costs nothing, but it can return when you least expect it, dressed in a tailored suit, asking if you still remember. Before we end this story, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. We'd love to hear. If this story touched you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know how you feel in the comment.